Hello everyone and welcome to It's Raining Let's Draw. For those of you out there who don't know me already, my name's Casper. I'm a professional illustrator, and on this YouTube channel I share different kinds of drawing related topics, and it's always about learning and it's always about having fun while drawing. So if you're not already a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button right here. Thank you. So in today's episode I'll share 3 alternative approaches to doing croquis, and these different approaches are useful either if you're a beginner new into the game of croquis, because they're quite easy to get your hands on and they're quite fun to do. Also, if you are an old rat in the croquis game, then they're also really good and useful because they are very refreshing. So without further ado, I will present 3 alternative approaches to drawing croquis. First approach, blind contour drawing. In this approach, weird as it may sound, you're not allowed to look at your paper. Instead, trace the silhouette or contour line of the figure while looking at the figure all the time while drawing it. You can choose to start anywhere you want, as long as you start on the contour line. Try as much as possible to keep the line going on. I'm using a fine liner here on purpose because this makes me more dedicated and I forget about perfection. If you're moving on to another place of the figure, it's okay to lift the pen, orient yourself on the paper, and then go back to blind contour drawing. As you can see, I do it here. A variation of this approach is to choose one object of the figure to draw. For instance, you can choose to focus on the feet, the hands, or maybe the head. If you still have some time left, you can go ahead and add some details. For instance, here I add some lines on the rib cage. Unfortunately, I'm not able to showcase you the croquis model itself, because then YouTube would have you to log in, and I want this to be available for as many people as possible. If you want to know more about the technique of blind contour drawing, I've made a video on it. There's a link here in the corner. Second approach, weight drawing. In this approach, we have to think like a sculptor. You start by drawing a wire or a core skeleton of the figure. It's important here to keep your pencil flowing, keep it moving all the time, and don't think about likeness to the model. Start anywhere on the figure. After having established some scribbles and some cores, some centers here, then start building up mass from within. I like to use circular movements here. Try to imagine that you're actually inside the shape and going from inside the core and outside. Think as if you were a sculptor, adding clay to your skeleton. This approach is useful for 1-minute poses or even up to long poses such as 20 minutes. Once you feel you worked over the drawing enough, you can go ahead and add a contour line. Now you should be warm after just having practiced the blind contour drawing. The third approach, negative space. In this approach, I like to use a chunk of charcoal, pastel, or in this case, a piece of graphite. This is perfect for building up a large mass in no time. I'm making a few marks here and there in the beginning just to place the figure. So here, instead of focusing what's inside the figure or the contour line, you want to be drawing what's outside the figure, what's not there. We're always concerned with the figure itself, but by using this approach, we heighten our attention to the space that also defines the figure, the negative space. Watch out for where the figure goes out and where it goes in. Plotting in the negative space really practices your ability to see where we have straights and curves and how they work together to create an interesting composition. Also, you get to see the human anatomy in a more simple way, such as the feet here. Look at how they're almost like a triangular form. Thank you everyone for watching. Let me know in the comments what did you think of these alternative approaches to drawing croquis. Personally, I use them a lot when drawing croquis because I think they're inspiring and fun. So till next time, have fun drawing.